Hey, what is up, gang? Welcome back. Episode 4, House Targaryen. I hope everybody's feeling good out there. So where we left off last episode, we had a couple of things moving around. We set up our son with a new guardian, Daemon. Let's check him out. He's not on our council, but he is a commander. I'm pretty sure we made him a commander. If we didn't, we'll probably just go ahead and do that right now. Let's go ahead and check that out. No, he's just a courtier. So we really kind of not only did we set up our son with the new guardian because we're trying to push Anix on the whole martial end of things, and we're not really good martial characters. We're getting better on the diplomacy side of things. It's been a little second since I've played as Lady Vela, so I just want to make sure. So again, we're a little bit light on the martial. You see the martial's a 1, right? And he's a character that's looking like he's going to develop into a good character on the martial side of things, at least a good character, martial or stewardship. So we set him up with a character that we know has better to offer him than we do. Right, so while we invited Daemon, I forgot what court he was from. He was from somebody's court, but he's joined us, and he's actually a Montarian. That's a form of Valyrian, I believe. So they're up here. I believe the Montarians or the Mentarians. I think they're up here. Port size, no, that's Associate Valyrian. Okay, maybe up here. No, even though this is the lordship of Montaris, or the de jure part of the kingdom of Montaris, this lordship of Angoria is not Mentarian. All right, let's check out the Painted Valleys. Pretty sure they're Mentarian. Yep, there you go. So he's probably from this court. Probably from this court. But he's coming over to help us out, and being that I think this is our first personal connection to a courtier so far. So outside of Daenar getting the whole claim and everything, I think Daemon is definitely a character that we're going to keep closer tabs on than others. So did we get him married last episode? No, we didn't. All right. So we'll get through this notification. We'll start running the game, and then we'll actually kind of invest a little bit in Daemon. I know in our luck he'll probably die of the pox or some shit like that. Okay, let's check this out. This thing over here is holding us up. Balerion has been a leal and able servant, having successfully completed many tasks in aid of Ilvonis. It would be seen as the right and honorable course to reward him with certain incomes and grants, so as to foster greater loyalty. Okay, so let's check out. I'm not even sure. Okay, he's our treasurer. So the game's only been running for 4 years, so I'm not sure how long he's been our treasurer. And we bring in about 1 piece of gold per month. Not a bad character. I think he was the best available steward that we had at our grasp or at our disposal. So he hasn't really done anything for us. I'm being honest with you guys. So I could go the whole I owe him nothing route. I agree. I shall arrange this reward. Not sure what that reward is. It's giving him some cash, which is 15 pieces of gold. I'll bestow a noble title upon him. I'll be honest with you. It's a little cheaper to give him a house name, but he hasn't really done anything to earn it. So let's say I owe him a favor. That favor might be granting him a lordship down the line. So, I'm going to go ahead and say I owe him nothing. Word. And he's not a vassal of ours. He's just part of my council. So outside of maybe getting together with somebody on a plot, I'm not really too worried about that backlash. All right. So last episode, outside of, Daemon and, our son, right? Well, we'll get to a little bit more about what happened last episode, but let's actually get back to Daemon. All right, so let's actually see. All right, so we have the position of Storm Singer that can be filled. So somebody just died. And I think it was that... I forgot the chick's name, but it was part of that couple that affected my prestige in the last episode because they eloped. I'm pretty sure that was the lady that passed away. All right, so in terms of Storm Singer, Don't really have too much of a good option. You know, that 5 learning isn't really too attractive, so we're okay with maintaining without a Storm Singer as of right now. Hopefully we can get a better broad in there, and like a smarter chick, because this one is yeah, the 5 is just not doing it for me. Lacks the convo. Okay, so let's actually get back to Damelon. Alright, so we'll go ahead and make him a commander. Alright, so let's actually check out our commanders right now. Yeah, the commanders don't really look too good. So we have space for 2 commanders only. And we currently have this guy Maelys and somebody else named Balon. Alright, so they're at an 11 and 12 martial respectively. Yeah, not gonna cut it. So Maelys is gonna be the first person to go. We're gonna replace him with Damelon. And the next person that will and I love the way like these things just popped up, right? Flanker and Battlefield Terrain Master. This is pretty cool. I've never seen this before. Not sure if it's part of the 3.11 update. Not sure if I just suck at gaming and I never saw that shit before. Yeah, but that's pretty nice. And this is why I love CK2. There's such the little things that the creators do, or yeah, the Paradox does to kind of like keep you immersed. So yeah, we just hired Damelon as, or just appointed Damelon as commander, and right away the game lets us know like, oh yeah, good choice, because he has this combat trait and that combat trait, just in case you forgot. Alright, let's check this out. With my illustrious education in all affairs of state and diplomacy, I should have no trouble finding the right way to endear myself to Queen Nelarla. Alright, so just a reminder, we all know that Nelarla is running shit over in Tolos, and Tolos has, you know, they're very, yeah, they would be formidable allies for us to have. Alright, so she's close to about 8,000 troops, yet still a formidable potential ally. So what I'll do is, because of our high diplomacy, right, even though we're infirm and our fertility sucks and our martials are 1, we still have good diplomacy, so that's actually helping us out a ton right now. So we'll go ahead and send an envoy to her realm, and hopefully that sways her. You know, the diplomacy is high, so that should do something in our favor. Okay, so let's actually cut back on the car info. Just want to actually keep a tab on our health, because yeah, we're infirm, so that means our health takes a -1, and we're actually getting up there. We're 52, so we have this current claim on Nukeria that, wow, oh, this sucks. Wow. So I guess, I'm sorry, I'm just really just taken aback. So yeah, so we probably should have yeah. Alright, well, I'm a little speechless right now is because this is the first time I've kind of like gone back and looked at my troop totals, and we're down to like, we're barely scratching 5,000 troops. And we started off this campaign with Vela and about 6,700 troops. So we've got, okay, we've actually got, we still got more troops than Lady Dela has currently, but yeah, that whole we should kind of like take over Nukeria really easy. All of that's out of the window, and I think that's because of the whole, when we got the infirm trait, that really hurt us. Let's just go back and double check how bad the infirm hurts our martial. Yeah, so that knocks out our martial by a -3, and basically everything. Yeah, so that shit, yeah, that hurts, man. Okay, let me make sure that I still have a marshal. Alright, so our marshal is still Valerian. Yeah, he's still good. He's still training troops, so thank goodness for that. He's got our levies at an increase of 20%, reinforcement rate at 85%, so we're still not doing too bad, but yeah, okay, let me close this out. Alright, but yeah, being that, you know, we're getting up there in age, we're turning into an old geezer. Yeah, we have to kind of like strike, I think, this episode. Yeah, because yeah, who knows how long we're going to have to actually reign, and I'm hoping that we can reign by the time Enix gets to at least 15, and maybe we can get that done this episode. Yeah, because we got the ticker running at Super Saiyan level 4, so yeah, there's a possibility that we might be able to take over Nukeria and have Enix inherit the realm, which is really what we need. We need to get him married. We need to get more Targaryens. Yeah, because we're kind of up against it, being straight up with you guys. Yeah, let's get the game back running into it. But yeah, we are kind of up against it because we actually only have 2 people within our realm, within our house. So that was a huge reason why I wanted her to get. That's why we needed to get married, because we knew that our son doesn't really have. He'd be alone in the world if we died. So it's yeah, we're really up against it. But we've got some time, and hopefully this expansion westward to New Curia actually helps us. Actually helps us move some things along this episode. Okay, let's check this out. Just as expected, my diplomats were able to convince Queen Alarla of what an honorable and trustworthy ruler I am. A woman that is well worth her respect. Okay, dope. So she's feeling us. She wants to fuck with us, which is great. So let's actually see how much that increases our relationship with her. All right, so that improves our relationship plus 15. So I think we already had her swayed at plus 20. No, plus 10. Okay, so we're going to run out of the swayed opinion modifier pretty soon, but we're going to have touched. So that's gonna, we're basically gonna be at, she's gonna be feeling us by about positive 40. She's gonna have a 40 opinion of us. And it would make sense to, does she have a daughter? Yeah, she has a daughter. Let's see who's the heir. Okay, so the heir is actually, yeah, I'm not too sure. Not too sure. So this is, so there's some guy named Lamond. He's a lowborn. Currently the High Admiral of Tolos. And yeah, I never really, I'll be honest with you guys, because there's not really too much, let's actually go and check out our council. And we should have a High Admiral slot available. No, we actually don't. Okay, so this is interesting because I've played with some characters before in the past that have the whole High Admiral thing going on with them. And what's interesting about Tolos is that, yeah, there's a lowborn that is heir to the throne. So I think it makes sense, because she's definitely going to be looking for a matrimonial marriage for Princess Vena of Tolos, definitely. But if they're not able to get that, right? I put it like this. Maybe a betrothal with Nalarla, with her daughter Vena right now, you know, just to, you know, strengthen the bond between our relationship. Oh, and this is great. This is awesome. All right, so I'm being honest with you guys. I didn't expect this much of good news, but yeah, this is like tremendous news. All right, so what it looks like now is that we're going to be able to actually betroth Anix and Princess Vena, and we don't need to do it matrimonially. We actually are going to be able to do it regularly, where she's going to take our house name for all of her offspring. Awesome. All right. And being that our opinion of each other is pretty good, right? She's got an opinion of me at 56 right now. That's named Larla. I think we'll be able to form an alliance. Yeah, and this is amazing. This is exactly what we needed. Yeah, I was just kind of like, oh, doom and gloom about the whole fact that, it's only 2 Targaryens out there, and you know, if somebody sets us up in a plot or anything like that, it's not looking good for us. What is Anix gonna do without his mama, right? And we get this. Game of Thrones throws us a bone, which they probably shouldn't, right? Because Vena should be marrying somebody matrimonially. That's the only thing that makes sense to me. But screw it, that's their crib, not my crib. I'll focus on what's going on in House Targaryen. They'll focus on what's going on in House Masler. And yeah, this is a very, very good turn of events. Now, not only are we going to be able to potentially form an alliance with them. Let's see. Oh yes, amazing. All right, let's actually hold off on the alliance. Just as of right now. Well, you know what? Screw it. Let's form that alliance now before she gets a negative opinion of us. And we have to maybe send her some gold to form the alliance. So now we're all locked in with Tolos. Excellent. So one of the interesting things from episode 1 that we had on our vision, we actually accomplished it. So this is pretty gratifying. Yeah, but we still got more work to do. Okay, cool. So we've got a notification about Aenix's education. What quality of education would you like to purchase for your son, Aenix Targaryen? All right, I will spend highly to get Aenix the best possible equipment. That's going to cost us 40 pieces of gold. But that's also going to increase his learning by 4, which is going to probably push his martial up. Ah, man, yeah, this is yeah, we've only got 71 pieces of gold, so let's find something in the middle. A very good tutor. You know, as of right now, Aenix isn't doing too bad, so I'm okay with losing 20 pieces of gold. 40 pieces of gold, just a little bit too much for me right now. Yeah, I'm not cool with that. So that'll be something hopefully we don't live to regret. But screw it, that shit is we're Monday morning quarterbacking that shit now. Yeah, we'll just have to live with that. So let's check this out. To the magnificent Lady Vela, may you live in harmony and contentment. I, Queen Nelarla of Tolos, accept your proposal for an alliance. And it's there. Yeah, it is legit now. Now we can call the kingdom of Tolos into any of our battles. And we're going to kind of like hold off on that, you know? Unless we're absolutely up against it. But we've got a bully now. Yeah. We're kind of like, I feel like Sansa when she was able to pull in the whole Vale shit. Word. It's like, okay, Jon is losing. It's looking like she's going to go back to being, you know, Ramsay's, you know, just offspring toy. Christ, yeah, that was like some tough stuff to watch. Yeah, pour one out for Game of Thrones. I love it. But what we've got now, right, is yeah, we've got basically our version of the Vale, and it's we're locked in. We're locked in because this isn't just she's feeling us and some nephew kind of like alliance. No, this is her daughter, and unless she has another kid, which it's not looking like it because she's pregnant with the child of a bastard. No, not the child of a bastard. Her next kid will be a bastard. She's fucking with somebody named Aegon. Alright, let's see who that is. It must be this guy. Right, so he's actually the court physician of Tolos. Alright, and I'm not sure why. Oh my goodness. Yeah, check this out. So we're back with the whole face paint stuff. Alright, so for those of you that follow along some of the other series or Let's Plays that I do, yeah, you guys know that there's actually, I'm not even sure if I recorded it, but there's another series that I had going on that had some characters with face paint going on, and this is the first time I've seen it pop up in anything else that I've played. So hopefully this doesn't mean or a sign of bad things to come, like this series crashing or CTD or anything like that. So yeah, but back to Nelarla and her trifling ways. Yeah, so she's pregnant with this guy's kid. All right. Now I wonder if we can invite him to our court. I think we might be. No, we're not able to. Why won't he accept our offer? He's got a decent opinion of us, right? With it being an 11 and everything like that. I wonder if we can possibly maybe sway him to come into our court. Interesting. Okay, we'll get off that. We'll get off that. But yeah, back to you know, our whole relationship with Tolos now. But yeah, it's looking like I'm hoping that we'll be able to get a claim for the Kingdom of Tolos. I'm not sure how, because it's interesting that even though Queen Nelarla is a female, right? Yeah, because right, Queen Nelarla, right? This isn't an absolute cognatic or even an agnatic cognatic succession in Tolos, because again, it is some complete stranger. So let's actually check out our succession laws. So we're agnatic, cognatic, Gavelkind. Yeah, so that's gotta be what Tolos is, because it's not a merchant republic. It's not anything like that. Yeah, I'm kind of I'm kind of shocked as to their succession, because what I'd like to happen is that, you know, hopefully we're able to eventually sit a Targaryen within the Kingdom of Tolos and really have some north, south, you know, realm of Valyria shit going on here. But yeah, I've got to kind of like check that out a little bit more. All right, let's check this out. My lady, your son Anix is responding very well to my tuition. He has also improved his skills in it and is advancing in knowledge every day. Your humble servant, Aaron. All right, so this is our court physician. All right. And all right, that's pretty good. All right, so his intrigue has increased by 2. Not sure that that's what I really wanted to hear. But that's okay. That's okay, because he's evening out, right? We still have at least, you know, I'd say about, word. Yeah, I was about to say, I think we have like about 2 more years to decide his education focus, his next one. But yeah, it's not looking like that. Word. Yeah. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead with the martial education. Okay. Alright, so Anix is pretty much set up now as best as we can. We've got Damelon catering to him. We've got Aaron focusing on his studies with him. And yeah, let's actually get back to Damelon real quick. Okay, so our Stormsinger is still the only position that's still not filled right now within our council. Okay. All right, we're gonna get to our special actions, because there's a couple more things I want to actually do here behind the scenes. But let's check this out. We've got a message from our Castellan, Lacino of Borash. All right, let's check this out. Okay. Alright, awesome. That lets me know that I'm enjoying myself. Word. Alright, my lady, it has come to my attention that nobody has been designated as regent for Evonis, should the realm need it. Needless to say, this is a perilous position, as surely squabble and rivalry will emerge without clear leadership. I humbly petition your name as designated regent to avoid this sort of trouble. You know, he's not a... Yeah. I'm okay. I'm okay. You know, even though he's got a good opinion of us, you know, I'm okay with going the whole, it's an absurd position right now, just because, again, he's not a vassal of ours. If we were in a point where we were like running a bunch of other lordships, like we were a high lord or a king or something, or a queen rather, yeah, it would matter. But his opinion really doesn't mean shit right now. He doesn't really help me with bringing in troops or anything like that. Okay, so let's actually get back to Damelon. All right, so we're actually gonna make him one of our bodyguards. So I think we need some protection. All right, so he's our first bodyguard. Let's see if there's another capable soul within the realm that can protect us. All right, so everybody else sucks. All right, cool. All right, now let's actually see what other positions are available. So we've got court tutor. All right, we've got commanders, we've got handmaidens. Let's check out court tutor. And yep, all right, so the court tutor, their job is to serve as the default educator for all the children at court who don't have an assigned guardian. All right, that makes sense. Because we really don't want to have a stupid realm. Now, I'm not really too sure what we're going to focus on for like the makeup of our realm. Are we going to be more warriors or just nerds? Like I've tried keeping up with that stuff, like in private gameplays, but I'll be honest with you guys, I really like, that's part of like the gameplay that sometimes that might be the first thing on the list that I stopped giving a fuck about. So we're gonna try to give a shit about it so far, but I'm not, don't count on me for it. Okay, cool. All right. And all right, so we've got, yeah, so we've set up Aaron as our court tutor. In terms of handmaiden, it says that we don't have any valid candidates. Okay, we'll look into that at a different time. And chief architect, this is somebody that's responsible for designing and overseeing the construction of palaces, temples, and grand monuments. You know what, whether it's court poet or court musician, I think we filled out everything with bodyguard and commander and court tutor so far. And yeah, guys, I think that's probably like where we're gonna leave it off at. But before we go, we can't kind of like just dodge like the dope shit over here. And Danar is definitely gonna get a house. Word. Yeah, he's definitely gonna get a sigil. He's gonna get a crest, because look at the work that he is putting in. Let's check this out. So while we're sitting with our council and I'm thinking about the titles, the minor titles within the realm that I can give out, like, you know, I really want to reward Daemon for the work that he's doing with my son. So now he'll be around House Targaryen a lot closer. He'll be hanging out with us as he's our bodyguard. Danar, of course, always working, and there's definitely got to be something that Danar is working towards, because his opinion of us is it's not the best, but it's not because he's it's not because he's envious of us or he's a negative character, right? He's actually a family person. He's charitable, he's gluttonous, and he's honest. So he's pretty much a straight up dude. But because of our short reign and because we're slothful, he's kind of got like a little half eye on us, right? So he does his duty and he runs into my council chambers, and he says, "My liege, my work in Bane Coast seems to have come to fruition. By bribing, cajoling, extorting, threatening, and forging documents, I have managed to fabricate a claim on the lordship of Bane Coast, presently held by Lady Daenara of Bane Coast. I leave it up to you whether or not to press it. Yours humbly, Danar." And yeah, you know we're gonna have to use it. Fuck it. All right. Yes. All right. Word. So this is definitely where we're gonna leave it at. Thank you guys so much for checking in. It's always dope rocking out with you guys. But yeah, this is it. This is a wrap. You guys know I love gaming, so I want you guys to check out CK2. I know there's actually people that watch these videos but do not play it. Word. I always tell like my wife and like my kids, I say, yeah, like I literally talk into a mic and I click on a map. But it's so much more than that, right? But that's kind of like just what I do. Yeah, and I click on like people's faces and shit, and other stuff. So, but for the most part, I'm clicking on a map. But for you to understand why I'm so amped about clicking on this map and sharing my clicking of maps with you, is because it's an amazing game. So, word, try to play a little CK2. And yeah, I'm out of here. Take it easy. Peace. Bye.